Pop Pulse family, welcome back to the channel. How's everybody feeling today? Before we jump in, smash that like button, hit subscribe, and share this video so the whole culture can join in. Because today, we're stepping into one of the most explosive moments in hip-hop history. Diddy allegedly sending a death threat to 50 Cent. Flowers, codes, anger, fear, shock, and every major reactor has spoken. So today we give you a perfect blend of all their voices in one powerful mashup. Let's talk about Diddy, 50, the documentary, the flowers, the threats, and the entire drama.
The moment the picture hit Instagram, the internet stopped. These weren't roses, these weren't peace offerings, these were funeral flowers. A man sitting in federal prison sending a funeral arrangement to 50 Cent doing a Miami show? Reactors instantly understood the message and the tone turned cold.
Now, this is how you know that the documentary that 50 Cent dropped in regards to Diddy is getting to him to this point, where he is now leaving flowers at 50 Cent's address, and 50 Cent had reposted it. He said, "What kind of ish is this? Diddy sent me flowers at Club 11. LOL, why all the foreplay? Just get busy. You know I'm not dumb."
Diddy sent him some flowers, right? But again, I don't know what to believe because I know 50 Cent is just super petty and such a troll. But let's play into the narrative that Diddy did send those flowers. What does that mean?
Now, this is crazy for obvious reasons because 50 Cent had just dropped this crazy documentary with a lot of footage, and I mean a lot of footage. Most of the footage has never been seen before. A majority of the footage that is being shared was supposed to belong to Diddy. Diddy had this cameraman follow him hours before his arrest. He was being followed all out through New York before he got arrested for his crimes.
50 Cent is accusing Diddy of sending him a warning because he sent him a weird bouquet of flowers. 50 Cent posted this bouquet of flowers on his Instagram very early this morning saying that Diddy sent him these, and he's basically like, what the heck, what is this? And then he says, a warning, I'm 90s grimy. You don't warn me, LOL. And everybody in his comment section is literally talking about how this looks like a funeral arrangement.
He said a warning, I'm 90s grimy ninja. You don't warn me, LOL. So basically, people are basically saying that this was a subliminal threat to 50's life because they're saying that Diddy's taking this, they're alleging that Diddy's speaking in code. Now, it hasn't been verified from Diddy if he sent these flowers, but 50 is saying this, that Diddy sent him them flowers. And basically, this is mob type tactics they're saying where mobsters used to send people flowers before they do you in. They'll send you your funeral flowers, right? So, those flowers were addressed to 50 Cent. It was in Miami on the tag. Now, it didn't say who it came from. 50 said that it came from Diddy. 50 said, nigga, and I told y'all what this thing was gonna get to. It's gonna get super ugly between these two dudes.
The documentary didn't just expose Diddy, it embarrassed him. It stripped away the myth, the power, the legacy. And reactors all agree this is why the threat came. Pressure, panic, ego cracked wide open.
Diddy has had big ties to Miami because he has one of his mansions in Miami. And we know Diddy right now is just fuming over Netflix Diddy documentary. He is not happy at all. While we got 50 Cent kikiing the whole entire time, it is still nonstop. I just know it in my heart. 50 Cent's face is probably still like this over these warning flowers. Like, this is the man with 9 lives. He literally got shot 9 times. I'm not even finna to lie. This drama is good. It is making the documentary that much more better.
Hey, to Diddy. Now, let me talk about Roger Bonds, Diddy's former bodyguard. Roger Bonds went live yesterday. Diddy's former bodyguard. It's the guy that was with Diddy every single day. And that basically came out and stated that Diddy's a grimy dude and, you know what I'm saying, he don't treat people right. And he basically said Diddy's a scumbag. This is the guys, see, this is the thing, two main bodyguards that was around Diddy, both say Diddy's scum. First Gene Deal in the early era, the 90s. And then Roger Bond. Shout out to Big Gene Deal. I want to say this shit, right? Everybody talks shit about Gene all the time, right? Gene did his job, though. Gene was Diddy's security guard.
Here's what his former security guard said.
I'm getting to this. Yo, Bonds. Yo, man, how 50 get? Blah, blah, blah. Yo, Puff, take this self doing that. Let me explain something to y'all. All right? Whether it's NDAs, whether it's whatever. When these young boys come in, first of all, he only deal with young videographers because he want to rob them, and he know that they want the opportunity to follow Puff Daddy, P. Diddy. They want that opportunity. So they get him at a low price anyway. But when you stay out so many hours a day, Puff wants a videographer with him 24 hours a day on call. Whether we on a yacht, whether we on a ship, wherever we at, he wants to videotape that, right? So now, they come to agreement. They come to whatever the pay is going to be. But then it be so many hours on that invoice that he don't want to pay. He gets in touch with the office. He gets in touch with the chief of staff. Yo, what is this I'm paying? What is this I'm paying? You know what you paying. You was outside all of these hours. It's 160 something hours in a week. You was outside 140. That's the invoice he put in. So now, being if you got a contract and he don't stand to that contract, guess what happens? He could do whatever he want to do with that footage. So now that footage goes to the highest bidder. And 50 had to be the highest bidder to get there. Yo, this is business. You know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't in love with you. Everybody ain't dedicated. Everybody ain't loyal to the point of stupidity.
Now, this is crazy for obvious reasons because 50 Cent had just dropped this crazy documentary with a lot of footage, and I mean a lot of footage. Most of the footage has never been seen before. A majority of the footage that is being shared was supposed to belong to Diddy.
Apparently, Diddy records himself 24/7, and he was doing so during his case. Turns out Diddy did not want to pay the people that was recording him, obviously because he was found guilty, so they took the footage and they sold it to Netflix.
Diddy had this cameraman follow him hours before his arrest. He was being followed all out through New York before he got arrested for his crimes. And 50 Cent, his arch nemesis, his biggest op, ended up with the footage. That is diabolical work. And that later gets explained by 50 Cent and by other people associated with the documentary and the situation, explaining that Diddy did not pay the invoice for the videos that he was telling him to record of himself. He refused to pay. And that's why they went behind his back and went with 50 Cent. That is a dog-eat-dog world. If you don't pay us for the footage you told us to record, we'll give it to the enemy because we know that he will pay for it. And we know what he's going to do with it. And this is what got Diddy all messed up, sending flowers over this situation.
Reactors love 50's energy. No shaking, no stuttering, no fear. If anything, 50 looks entertained, and the trolling is only getting worse.
The club that 50 Cent was at last night, 11 in Miami, is a club that Diddy would frequently go to a lot.
As we all know, 50 Cent has refused to take his foot off Diddy's neck for the past year or so. Recently partnered with Netflix to release a tell-all documentary about behind-the-scenes tactics Diddy would use against people, and spilled a lot of alleged Diddy tea surrounding producers he was close to, his ex-girlfriends, and artists he was close to as well. I don't know if Diddy allegedly sent that to 50 as a peace offering, but something tells me Diddy is over 50 Cent whacking him.
And he released this picture of these flowers that he claims that Diddy sent him while he was in Miami last night in the MIAO at a club. Now, on these flowers, 50 Cent say, "What kind of ish is this, Diddy? Send me flowers at Club 11, LOL. Why all the foreplay? Get busy. You know I'm stupid." And then 50 said something else. He said, "A warning, I'm 90s grimy ninja. You don't warn me, LOL." So basically, people are basically saying that this was a subliminal threat to 50's life because they're saying that Diddy's taking this, they're alleging that Diddy's speaking in code. Now, there hasn't been verified from Diddy if he sent these flowers, but 50 is saying this, that Diddy sent him the flowers. And basically, this is mob type tactics they're saying, where mobsters used to send people flowers before they do you in, they'll send you your funeral flowers, right? So those flowers were addressed to 50 Cent. It was in Miami on the tag. Now, it didn't say who it came from. 50 said that it came from Diddy.
Oh, so who you think sent it to his baby mother? I don't want to have this convo.
Niggas ain't got no business sending other men flowers in the first place, okay?
Golden flowers.
So whatever this thread or whatever thing is so mean, I'm taking this, take me out, nigga. You can't beat me, nigga. I'm not even worried about what you doing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Salute to y'all too, man. But I don't, man. Listen, man. No.
And then somebody said weed flowers. Who that? D Harlem. D Harlem with the joke.
Thank you, D Harlem. He told him, nigga, he's smoking too much weed. Thank you, D. Thank you, D. He said, yo, you smoking too much weed, 50. That's all I meant, bro.
I mean, maybe there were congratulatory flowers for the success, because this is Netflix #1 show in the UK, in America, and all other streaming platforms. It could have been a girl who loves him and he sent the flowers and he assumed it was Diddy. You know? The crazy part is, if you know, Diddy and 50 don't play. I've been around both them gentlemen. They're real deal with their shit. So you got two trains that are on a collision course, and if you ever seen what happens when two trains collide, it ain't fun. Somebody going
50 Cent flowers to Cameron before when they had beef. I didn't know about that.
I didn't know about that. Ooh.
If Diddy can send a message like this from a cell, reactors fear what happens when he gets out.
Is this a threat? So 50 Cent is alleging that Diddy sent him flowers from prison. And the way I'm set up, those look like funeral flowers to me. Like, I feel like he's sending a message, because obviously he's not too happy about this damn documentary. And I've been saying this, Diddy getting out of prison is something that people should be afraid of. I don't think this man can be rehabilitated. I feel like once he gets out, he is going to terrorize everybody who had something to say about him. I don't think he's ever going to be a changed man. So him sending 50 Cent flowers from prison is a little bit scary to me. I know 50 Cent doesn't give a shit, and he's probably going to troll him for the rest of his days. But this is just crazy to me that he's sending that kind of message. Like, what do you mean you want me to get flowers from you? I don't know. I thought this was crazy.
But again, I don't know what to believe, because I know 50 Cent is just super petty and such a troll. But let's play into the narrative that Diddy did send those flowers. What does that mean? Is Diddy still playing a dirty game behind bars too? Let me know what y'all think down in the comments, and we'll keep monitoring the situation and see if it becomes anything and if this is actually real.
So he sent basically a warning to 50 with flowers, and 50 don't like it at all. That part 2 coming, y'all. I cannot believe that Diddy would put a threat on 50 publicly. Y'all know 50 has a best friend who they claim unalived himself, that many believe 50 and others believe Diddy has something to do with that. I'm telling you, this part 2 will probably destroy Diddy for the rest of his life. 50 not about to play around. I don't know why Diddy keep fucking with 50. Leave him alone. You should have never offered him to buy him no clothes. He already laid on a documentary that you basically had Tupac unalive, Biggie unalive, some random Negro in the bathroom named G. Remember Lil Rod told that story that Justin and Diddy went into the bathroom and shot G, and they ain't never seen G since. Then Fahim came. You know Fahim is the same one who covered up the Michael Jackson shit, and he used to be in the CIA. Diddy had him in his back pocket. This shit crazy. But you gonna threaten 50 life? And I don't like it. What if I told you? Part 2 coming.
Now, some people are saying that this flower arrangement actually looks like funeral flowers, which of course 50 Cent has to take as an obvious threat, which means security is going to be tighter for 50 Cent, and on top of that, the man is pissed off now. We all know what happens to people that seemingly pose threats to 50's life. usually does not end well for them. And with Diddy in prison, who knows what kind of strings 50 Cent can possibly pull. Now, here's my thing. This is not really the smartest thing to do if you're Diddy. You gotta remember, while you're locked up, your family's out here. You wanna make sure your family, your kids, everybody can move around safely. So if you're making threats like this and sending funeral warnings to somebody like 50 Cent, you gotta think about your family first. The last thing you want is to be locked up in prison and get a message that somebody has caused harm to your family. And I'm sorry, but this does not help your case at all. People already think that you're evil, and now you're sending somebody funeral flowers from prison? Hey dog, peace and love to everybody.
PopPulse family, this story is only getting darker and deeper. Funeral flowers, prison messages, leaked footage, industry secrets, and 50 Cent's refusing to back down. Thank you for watching this PopPulsereacts documentary mashup. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit like, subscribe, and share, because the next chapter is coming fast. Stay sharp, stay safe, stay PopPulse.